Hello there, fellow Godly Geeks. This is Ryan here to give a couple updates of what's going on with the channel and what's up with the lack of content and everything that's been going on in our lives. So you may have noticed that we have not really put anything out since Sonic Week in February, and well, one of those reasons is pretty prevalent, as it's a pretty big thing going on right now, but I'll get into it later. But at the end of February, well, let me say first, we've mostly just been dealing with work and such. But then at the end of February, Abigail, A.B. Doodle's grandmother, she took a fall at the end of February, and she fractured her pelvis in about 3 places, and she was in hospital for a couple weeks. And her family's been dealing with that and taking care of her. She's at home. She's fine now. She's just wheelchair bound and can't really put any pressure on her leg. So she's just been dealing with that. And I mentioned that mostly just because this whole... You might have heard of this thing going around called the coronavirus or COVID-19 or whatever you call it. Yeah, that's kind of been going around. That's mainly the reason why we haven't been putting out any content, just due to that. Mostly because me and AB Doodles, we are fairly healthy adults. We practice good hygiene and such. But due to the fact that her Nana had recently just gotten out of the hospital and is in a very weakened state, her and her family did not want to risk the chance of her catching the coronavirus, since it is especially susceptible to those who are elderly and have weak immune systems and the young, that sort of thing. So that's the main reason why we haven't really been putting out any videos, is mostly just because, not only because of the quarantine and all that stuff, but we're just trying to keep her safe and keep her from getting the risk of catching it. But then recently our state recently went into a shelter in place rule. So now we're under the rules of, unless you absolutely need to go get something, like get something from the supermarket, or you're going to see family, or if you're an essential worker like I am, then they recommend to stay at home and do not be out and about, for the risk of spreading this thing and making it even worse than it already is. So that is why we currently don't have any videos. We apologize just due to the large gap in this. We've had other videos in mind that we wanted to do. Like, for instance, we had a really good, fun idea for a April Fool's video we wanted to release, but just due to the fact that we haven't really been able to meet up and do anything and collaborate for a video, then that's the reason why that didn't come out. And we've just had several ideas of things we wanted to do. It's just mostly just due to the stuff with her Nana, and then this whole virus thing going around, and then just generally crud from work in general, us just being so dead tired and just everything going on and life just taking an absolute toll on us. That would be the reason why we don't have any videos. So we greatly apologize to all of you who subscribe to this channel expecting a lot of great content, because we have lots of ideas of stuff we want to do. It's just at this particular moment in our lives, we are kind of dealing with a bunch of stuff, and then obviously the whole country and the world is dealing with the coronavirus thing. So this has just been a pretty rough period for us in terms of content creation, mostly just because there's always so much we can do with the fact that there's a virus that recommends everybody stay home as much as you can and not interact with other people. And, that hurts us on a base level, given the fact that we're a group channel and the whole idea is being together to create content. So that would be why that is. We're going to keep our eyes on this whole coronavirus thing and just pay attention to it, see how it updates, keep going, and we'll release content from there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, until this has died down quite a bit, chances are we're not really gonna be able to put out any content, just due to the simple fact that this thing is gone. It was a small thing at the beginning of the year, and now it's exponentially blown up to a point that now it's a worldwide pandemic, and there's still so much everybody doesn't know about it, and there's so much uncertainty about it that we have really no idea what we're to expect with it at this point. So Like I said, we're just going to keep monitoring the situation. My hope is, and hope and prayer is that in a couple months, this thing will have died down a lot, and that, we can all go back to having a somewhat normal life after dealing with this giant pandemic going on. So, yeah, I just wanted to stop and take a moment to give you updates of where we've been and all that stuff. I apologize it's come so late. Like I said, mostly just because of work and stuff, and just being busy generally, that I haven't really had any sort of time to, sit and just explain what's been going on and where we've been and all this. I've wanted to make this update video for a while, just have not had the time, but now just had a moment today, so I'm going to sit down and actually explain it. So, again, we apologize that there's been almost no content in almost 2 months now, and we want to get content out back as soon as we can. We love making videos for you guys, and we love just making videos in general because it's a fun time. It's very fun and entertaining to do, but just due to this coronavirus thing going around and the stuff with her Nana and all the other stuff going on in our lives at the moment, we've just been focusing on that and just trying to deal with that. So we will try our hardest to get new content out soon, but like I said, until this coronavirus thing dies down a little bit, I highly doubt it's really going to be anything coming out at the moment. So but we're going to keep an eye on it, keep going, just keep praying, hoping that everything's gonna work out, and that we can just get back to a somewhat normal life in the course of a couple months. Who knows? But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that update and tell you all to just please try to do your best, do your part in this. Just practice good hygiene. Try to keep your distance between other people. Just try to do what you can to help this thing die already. Because I don't know about you, but I'm personally getting rather sick of it and how it's just affected all our everyday lives. And I want to see this thing get taken out by now, because it's been nothing but a burden on everybody. No matter who you are, where around the world, it's been a problem. And hopefully we can just, if we all chip in and do our part, we can get rid of this thing and go back to having a somewhat normal life. But yeah. Anyways, just want to give you guys that update, and we hope to get new content out soon. So, thank you guys.